Hello. So, I was gonna go live on Instagram, but I decided to record here. And I basically just want to talk about the importance of self love and how we're missing that in our society. I think we're gonna head towards radical self love in 2025 because these past few years, it's always been a certain look when it comes to aesthetic and specifically for women to look a certain way. How we went from BBLs to now extremely slim and skinny, right? Skinny is in. But um, I feel like the focus for next year would be just radical acceptance. Like people not over extending themselves and overworking themselves to look a specific way, but to shifting to accepting oneself as they are. Um, a lot of women's anger, fear over this abortion ban, which is not happening, is from the lack of self love and the unwillingness to change and grow and acknowledge one's actions. This is not going for those dire situations where abortions is needed. This is for those who are just, using the abortion as a crutch or a substitute rather than going to the core. Um, the government cannot govern your body if you are actively governing your own body. And I think that is a truth that those who take accountability and who value themselves understand. I'm not saying that you don't love yourself, but I am saying that your level of self love needs to be worked on. I'm not perfect. My level of self love needs to be worked on as well. Like, I have self worth issues too, I have self love issues too. I'm human. But I also understand that I cannot continue to live life um, mindlessly. I cannot continue the actions that I've been following throughout my life and expect a change if I'm not changing. So, in a good way, people are waking up and realizing that, well, I hope that they realize that every decision you make is your responsibility as an adult, and um, it is our responsibility to teach those younger than us about what we have learned, and that is missing as well. A lot of older folks don't seem to care about sharing their mishaps and their mistakes because they don't want to be judged. There's a fear of being judged, and rightfully so. But through experiencing that, we gain confidence or we don't. But hopefully, we do gain the confidence from it. Through sharing our experiences, we grow as a society. We're missing that. We're missing that. Sharing taboo things are helping us, actually. The internet is actually helping us to share and connect. So that missing puzzle piece, which is your experience in the collective for all women, will change all of us going forward. Those who want to change, those who find themselves in less desirable situations and question God. Well, sadly, that was your choice, right? Sadly, you made the decision to do XYZ, and that's how you ended here, right here and right now. Everything that we do is, sorry, it's like shaking. Every action we take has a reaction, and we have no one else to blame. We can't be mad at someone taking something from us when we can be mad, but at the end of the day, your ignorance will be your ignorance, we have resources here, we have knowledge, we I the harsh part of myself says there's no excuse. If I make a mistake, keyword I made that mistake, there's no one else is going to carry my burden but me. So I have to take responsibility for that. I have to carry that. I have to prioritize that. I have to heal that. That's just life. And women need to realize that, okay? Yes, we may have done something stupid, but let me talk to this person, because guess what? We've all done those stupid things. And shaming one another is not going to help. Saying, oh, she did that. She slept with XYZ. That's on her. No, that's not how we do it. We meet each other with compassion, but with honesty and truth as well. Be honest, be truthful, be compassionate, because you may be in that same situation that you're making fun of, laughing at, cursing, joking around. You just never know. You never know where life is going to take you. And you just never know what your actions may bring, because every action has a reaction. We don't have control over the outcomes of everything happening in our lives. We don't have control of the outcomes. I'm learning this myself at this very moment. I'm learning to let go of things that I cannot control. By controlling it, most of the times you just bring an unfavorable outcome, and you are harming other people, and without even knowing. So, for now, this is what I have to say, that us women need to take accountability and responsibility for our bodies. If you give someone access to your body constantly, there's only one person to blame, and that's you. You allowed access. And I'm only talking about those situations where you had the choice to allow that person access to you. That's what I'm talking about. Every other situation, I'm not talking about that. I understand. And it's really unfortunate. But for those who choose to be a detriment to themselves and blame other people, may these times be a wake-up call for you to really reevaluate your life so far. It's not ending, but you're going to have to reevaluate your actions so far and start to maybe strategize or plan or create a community where we can share these pains and share these experiences that we're not too proud of. That's the only way to true healing as a collective. I get really passionate about this, and I'm surprised that I can talk with a really calm demeanor right now, because usually I'm like, listen, us women need to go, that's how I am. But right now I know that this is not the time to, I already went on a rant maybe yesterday, so today I'm being calmer just to get it across. So stay blessed. Really start journaling if you're not doing that. Start sharing experiences with those that you can trust. Stop giving people access to you who do not deserve access to you. Stop giving people access to you who harm you. If you don't trust yourself enough to be around certain types of people, then be alone. It's good to take some time out and contemplate and see where you're going wrong in your own life rather than pointing fingers, So that's all I have to say for now. I'm really thinking about like children after us and how we pass down this anger and hatred to our children, and we break up we break ourselves, and then we break others. We harm ourselves, and then we harm others. It's just a pattern of hurting each other without reflection. That's what's missing in society. Reflection. And putting yourself back out there and trying again. We're all gonna make mistakes. It is inevitable. Every single one of us will make a mistake. The more you strive for perfection, the more imperfect you will be. But in being imperfect, you can find the beauty in it and realize that, okay, it's okay for me to make mistakes. It's okay for me to it's okay for me to not be perfect. It's okay for me to not be pretty. Life is not pretty. It's okay for me to be ugly. It's okay. It's okay for me to accept. It's like I'm doing a pep talk right now. I'm going to look back at this and even listen to it to myself, because sometimes I need to remind myself that life is not about perfection. Life is about, we don't know. But all we know is that acceptance is the key. Accept who you are. Accept what you've done. Acceptance is the key. To denial is to live in hell, really. A world full of denial would just only bring hell into your heart, you know? Instead of just being like, this is what it is, I accept it. You're like, no, that's not it. Well, then you live in your falsehood. You're not really living if you can't admit what the truth is. If you can't accept that in that situation you were stupid, you were dumb, you just weren't that smart. But just because that moment doesn't define who you are. You define what you are. But just know that people will define you off of your actions if you continue that same, then it starts to show us who you are through your actions. But just know that we will just forgiveness, self-forgiveness, acceptance. Those are the things that we need to work on. Sharing our faults, sharing our mishaps, sharing pain, because it's universal. We all go through it. So that's pretty much all I have to say. Take care of yourself. The world is not over. Accept the ugly things about yourself. Accept that you may not be perfect and you may never get there. And that's okay. Forgive yourself for abandoning yourself, for going against your heart and how you feel about things. Forgive yourself for people pleasing. Forgive yourself for trying to fit in with the crowd where that's not you, where you belong. Life is a journey, and every day we may encounter some new sort of pain, something new. So this is like a constant cycle. So at least when those feelings or things happen, I hope that we can become comfortable with sharing it, So I'm going off on a tangent. Take care. Have a great day. If you see this, you are not alone. You will never be alone. We are all connected. And it's okay to share, the not so favorable things that have happened in your life. To share your emotions, but not let other people outside of you affect you so much that you just explode. That's not it. And maybe through exploding, you'll realize, oh shoot, it wasn't that deep. Express your emotions how you seem fit, but hopefully your goal is to find a solution. That's it. Take care. Be blessed. I love you. And love yourself. Value yourself.